Hello, good morning, students. Let us continue our topic chemistry in everyday life. Now it is time to see about drugs and medicines and cleansing agents. Okay, chemicals which interacts with biomolecules such as carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids and produces a biological response is called as drugs. So that chemical which interact with carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acid, and certain biological response is produced by our body. Such chemicals are known as drugs. Drug having therapeutic and useful biological response is used as medicine. Medicines containing a drug as its active ingredient. Besides, it contains some additional chemicals which make the drug suitable for its use as medicine. These medicines are used in diagnosis of disease, prevention of disease, and treatment of a disease. Drugs being foreign substances in body, they often gives rise to undesirable, unwanted side effects or adverse side effects in our body. Traditional compounds having medicinal properties and active ingredients of some natural materials. Analgesics and antipyretics. Algesis is a Greek word. Meaning of that word is feeling of pains, and the drug which give relief from the pain are called as analgesics. वेदनेपासून मुक्ती देणारा analgesics. About half of the analgesics are anti-inflammatory drugs which kills pain by reducing inflammation or swelling. Antipyretics are used to reduce fever. ताप कमी करण्यासाठी जे केमिकल्स जे ड्रग वापरलं जातं दॅट इज अँटीपायरेटिक्स. Pain killing and fever reducing properties of an extract of bark of willow plant which found in Europe have been known for centuries. विलो नावाचं जे प्लांट आहे त्या प्लांटच्या झाडाची साल तिचं जर एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट काढलं तर त्या एक्स्ट्रॅक्टपासून मिळणारं जे घटक आहे त्याच्यापासून पेन किलिंग आणि फीवर रिड्युसिंग प्रॉपर्टीज या लक्षात येतात. In 19th century, its active ingredient, salicylic acid, 2-hydroxybenzoic acid, was isolated and purified. So that bark of willow plant, it contains this chemical, salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. The compound aspirin, which is acetyl derivative of salicylic acid, was found to have fewer side effects than salicylic acid. So this is structure of aspirin. What is the change in this structure? See, this OH group is get acetylated and This aspirin has fewer side effect than salicylic acid. सॅलिसिलिक ॲसिडपेक्षा ॲस्प्रिनचे साईड इफेक्ट थोडेसे कमी आहे. However, retains stomach irritating side effect of salicylic acid, a less problematic painkiller paracetamol is used nowadays, which is a phenol. See, this is structure of paracetamol. So this is phenol, and here this side chain means it is paracetamol is derivative of phenol. Now let us have look on benefits and side effects of aspirin and paracetamol. First, benefits. Aspirin is antipyretic and anti-inflammatory. Paracetamol, it reduces fever, headache and muscle ache. Aspirin thins the blood and hence the risk of stroke is reduced. Paracetamol is one of the safest analgesic. Safest means it has less adverse effect, less side effects. Now about side effects of aspirin and paracetamol. Stomach bleeding is the common to both. Is common to both. Asthma is also same. Means taking for long period it gives stomach bleeding or stomach irritating and may causes asthma. Aspirin gives peptic ulcer, आतड्याचा अल्सर. Paracetamol becomes very highly dangerous when it is consumed with alcohol. Aspirin, red eye syndrome for children. Paracetamol, its overuse causes liver kidney damage. So benefits and side effects of aspirin and paracetamol. Now next, antimicrobials. The name microbial is an umbrella term. Umbrella term means which covers for any drugs that inhibits or kills microbial cells that include bacteria, fungi and viruses. बॅक्टेरिया, फंगी, व्हायरसेस यांच्यातले जे मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम्स आहेत त्यांना इनिबिट करणे किंवा त्यांना किल करणे ही टर्म अँटीमायक्रोबायल म्हणून वापरली गेली आहे. सी हिअर अँटी बॅक्टेरियल, अँटीफंगल इज इक्वल टू अँटीमायक्रोबायल. See, the first is disinfectants. These are non-selective antimicrobials which kills a wide range of microorganisms including bacteria. Disinfectants are used on non-living surfaces, for example floors, instruments, sanitary wares, etc. So bathroom cleaners, toilet cleaners, floor cleaners, these contains disinfectants and they kills a wide range of microorganisms. Now next is antiseptics. What is antiseptic? These are used to sterilize surfaces of living tissues when the risk of infection is very high, such as during surgery, on wounds, and so on. म्हणजे डिसइन्फेक्टंट आणि अँटीसेप्टिक याच्यातला बेसिक फरक काय आहे? हे डिसइन्फेक्टंट्स मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम किल करण्यासाठी नॉन लिव्हिंग थिंग्सवरती म्हणजेच फ्लोअर, बाथरूम, टॉयलेट्स क्लीन करण्यासाठी किंवा इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स क्लीन करण्यासाठी वापरले जातात. आणि अँटीसेप्टिक्स दे आर यूज टू स्टरलाइज सर्फेसेस ऑफ लिव्हिंग टिश्यूज. आपल्या शरीरावरती, सजीवांच्या शरीरावरती स्टरलाइज करण्यासाठी अँटीसेप्टिक्स वापरले जातात. Now know the difference between antiseptic and disinfectants. So antiseptic use on living beings such as on skin, on body. These are to be used on non-living things. Antiseptic will not harm living tissues. म्हणजे जखम झालेली असेल तर जखमेवरती जर अँटीसेप्टिक आपण अप्लाय केलं तर जखमेतलेच मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम्स फक्त किल होतील, पण शरीरातल्या लिव्हिंग टिश्यूजला त्याचा काहीही एक अफेक्ट होणार नाही. इट इज हार्मलेस टू लिव्हिंग टिश्यूज. This they can harm living beings and more toxic than antiseptic. डिसइन्फेक्टंटमुळे लिव्हिंग टिश्यूजला सुद्धा हार्म करू शकतात and these are more toxic than antiseptic. To be used on cuts, wounds, or infected tissues. It is to be used for surface cleaning, flooring, tabletops, doorknobs, switches, handles, bathrooms, etc. It destroys microorganisms. So these are examples. Dettol, Sudol, Savlon, here Lysol, Harpic, etc. So the basic difference, it is applied for living things and it is for non-living things to kill the microorganisms. Antibiotics. Antibiotics are purely synthetic or obtained from microorganisms, that is obtained from bacteria, fungi or molds. Molds means एक प्रकारची बुरशी. Here some examples, some structures from our book for antibiotics. These are given: Prontosil, Azodai, Salvarsan, Sulfapiridine, Sulfanilamide, etc. So these are structures of different antibiotics. Now let us see about a little information of penicillin. Alexander Fleming discovered the antibacterial property of Penicillium fungus. The clinical utility of purified activity ingredient penicillins as antibiotic drug was established in next 13 years. This is first antibiotic of microbial origin. Chloramphenicol, isolated in 1947, is another antibiotic of microbial origin. So here this is the structure of penicillin, general structure of penicillin. With change in alkyl group, we get different penicillins, forms of penicillins. Now these antibiotics can be of three types: broad spectrum antibiotics, narrow spectrum antibiotics and limited spectrum antibiotics. These broad spectrum antibiotics, these are effective against wide range of bacteria. Narrow spectrum, these are effective against one group of bacteria only. And limited spectrum, it is effective against single organism. Okay. A disadvantage of broad spectrum antibiotics is that they also kill the useful bacteria in the alimentary canal. ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम अँटीबायोटिक्स जे आहेत त्यांच्यामुळे युजफुल बॅक्टेरियासुद्धा किल केले जाऊ शकतात. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ डिसएडवांटेज. Today, many broad spectrum, narrow spectrum, and limited spectrum antibiotics are known. These are synthetic, semi-synthetic, or microbial origin. See here in this picture, it is given narrow spectrum and broad spectrum antibiotics. So they act against a limited group of bacteria. So these antibiotics act against limited group of bacteria. And here broad spectrum, they act against larger group of bacteria. So here this different type of bacteria, it is broad spectrum antibiotic.